it's important to me with this, we get some science involved. I know we get the results that we get, almost by default. And I know, hello, Jahan, and other people. I know sort of like me, overanalyzing can be just a little bit too much at times, but I want to sort of start you just having a little look at, the background of the work that we're doing. I never start any of these PowerPoints without, sort of going into the legacy of Tom himself, because he was heavily involved, with sport. And I was very much involved with youngsters in sport, as I've been for a lot of years. I only gave up coaching in 2004, 2005. So I really get it. And he really wants to sort of like to contribute to the sort of the sporting community in terms of injuries. But there wasn't any great construct around that in terms of what he was trying to achieve. He just wants to help out. So for my basketball coaching career, this is something I've really struggled to shift. Is that, when we were treating the injuries, they were often regional. Well, they were always regional. If you hurt your knee, you treated the knee. If you hurt your hip, you treated the hip, and so on. We concentrated very much on the now. It was just, that was what was in front of us. We never looked sort of like into the bigger picture. And I think if you watch any, international sport, even watching Wimbledon or the football or etc., you still see that legacy coming through now. That pitch side treating and court side, and even sort of the training rooms etc. is very much the same pattern. That hasn't really altered. And having done quite a bit of work with Newcastle and the Falcons up here, I know that to be true. Recovery time, was definitely, dependent. So it meant that sort of like you weren't really given a recovery time. It was a case of you just had to get you back on the pitch. And I have to say, as a coach, I've been very, very guilty of that over the years. That no matter what was happening for the person, what process they were in, I needed that particular player out, then I would do it. And we definitely operated in a no pain, no gain, and we seem to have shifted from that as well. And that, which I'm pleased to say. But there's a borderline there, I think, a very fine line that there is a certain amount of discomfort that is okay to be in, as long as that's constructive discomfort rather than a destructive discomfort.